Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration video. Right, before we start, thank you for coming back and joining me again this time for this video. And if there's any new viewers, welcome to my channel, and please, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I hope you like this video. If you do, give me the thumbs up. Okay, well this one tried my patience a bit, well, big time, and you know, I'll have to explain a bit. I've done a bit of, I've had to knock the sound off, put a bit of music on some of it, because I've been doing a lot of 3D printing lately, and I've been doing 3 or 4 restorations, and I've had the printer going next to me without sort of realising that it was going to be a pain in the tits with the noise, because sitting alongside of it, it didn't sound very loud, but the blasted cameras really picked it up quite loud. So that's one reason I've had to knock off the sound on some of it. Some of it I haven't, and you know, to be quite honest, when I was putting all the clips together, or trying to, it was getting on my tits. So I think it probably will be getting on some of your tits as well. Pardon the expression, but you know, and so I do apologise for that. Also, because I was having a lot of difficulty with putting part of this model back together, my patience was going pretty quick, so there was quite a few words that perhaps shouldn't have been in the video. So I've had to cut quite a lot out. So you'll see the parts I mean, and well, it's kind of putting pins in certain places, so you know, you might see some bits sort of cut out, and my editing might not be quite good, but I've kept some of the clips, and I'm going to make up a you know, like outtakes video, if you like, to try and show at the end of the year, New Year time, because I've over the years I've sort of kept a few clips that I haven't shown, and I'm going to start doing it more regularly, so I've got quite a few of them. Yeah, so there's that as well. So I'm sorry, but I hope it doesn't spoil the video too much for you. Okay, we better get on with this. Now, this is another one that's the late Martin Dare sent to me in that box of models he sent a couple of years ago. And this is my first entry in the DSMC, Diecast and Scale Modelers Community, their monthly challenge, and this one is a May challenge, any construction vehicle. And I thought, you know, for my first challenge, that one that Martin had sent me was really appropriate, because Martin used to do the challenges all the time, and so that's why I've done this one. And yeah, so I'll tell you what it is, but you know by the title. It's a Matchbox Kingsize K-3, and it's a Hatra tractor shovel. So you know the parts now that was driving me nuts putting back together was all part of the arms and the front loader part of it, because I don't know, just no matter how hard I tried, just about everything went wrong for me on that, and it took me ages to put together. And it'd been a little while since I started to undo it, and I couldn't for the life of me remember where some of the bits, how they went. So I'm sorry for that. I mean, I've been on a lot of these, I've got a lot of different painkillers for my back, and some of the ones I'm on are supposed to trick your brain into not feeling the pain. I don't know how they work, but you've got to start off slowly and then have more after a week. And I think it's really tricking my brain into a lot of other things, because half the time I'm thinking, what the hell am I doing, you know? So I'm sorry about that as well. So it does appear like I'm dithering quite a bit, putting that back together, thinking, now where does this bit go and that, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I hope you will still enjoy the video. Now, enough of my waffling. So let's get on with it. So as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Right, let's take a closer look at this one. This is another one from Martin that he sent me in that box, Matchbox. He didn't send it to me in a Matchbox, but it is a Matchbox. Well, straight away that's got a bent axle. We've got the usual with the loose tyres, but at least they're there. They're not all loose actually. Both axles I think are bent. The main arms go up and down okay. Just this little plastic piece in the top here. I don't know if it'll go back in. It might do, but it might have to be glued in because it's really not. Although it needs to slide up and down as it opens, so I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to stay. It might stay in there, I don't know. It's come out once, so it's probably going to come out again. Although it's not really going to be played with. A lot of pins to take out. But that doesn't matter. Bit of a challenge, eh? Now the window unit is good. So it just needs a good clean and a polish up. You can't see anything in it because it must have been played in the dirt with this, in the ground and that outside. So I imagine quite a lot has gone up inside through all the little openings. That's at a clout each side and the back, so that's twisted around. We'll have to straighten that. But all in all, quite a nice little model and should come up nice when we do it. Okay, so I'm going to get the tools. We got a big rivet there and a rivet there. So, oh yeah, it's just a little tongue there. So yeah, I'll get the drills out and then we'll drill the base off and see what we got. Okay, we'll start off small again. Start with this one. Bit more yet. See that tie just comes off. They're not so easy to pull off outwards, but they come off inwards. I'm going to go down a bit with that one. I think that's it. I think that's cleared it. So it's a shame really I've got to. It's going to be. Well, no, that won't be, because what I'll do, I'll tap that. So if I do that with a wider drill bit, that one, then I won't go down too far. I don't want to go down too far. Just want it enough to get that out. A little bit more maybe. See, the other tie's pushed off the inside now. I'll just get rid of this. Right, Let's see if we can get those bits apart. Just put my glasses. These things all fell apart yesterday. I've done them with a 5-second fix, and then, well, I did them a bit with super glue first and that didn't work, and it all ran into the switch that turns the light on. So they work again now, but I had to do it with the pliers a couple of times. Oh, they're still hard. You got to put, now I'll turn the bloody things on, I can't turn them off now. Oh God. There you go. Right, I must get another pair. They're not that expensive, are they? See where the join is, under the cab there. Okay, and this one, I don't want to do that one because that's the tongue. Got to go from the front here. Yeah. So, okay, so that's there. So that one's. I don't want to. No, don't want to prise that up too much. I'm going to get this out really. I'll have to drill some more in that one. Maybe. Oh no, we got it. Well, that's only a little piece of plastic there that goes on. Okay, so that's good. We haven't done too much of the rivet. Plus it's a nice big post to drill into to tap. Okay. That bit of plastic on there obviously is supposed to, I would say, be stuck in there maybe, I don't know. Stuck or just, oh no, well it just pushes in, doesn't it? Okay, so now it should come apart. There you go. Quite easy. That's just a flippin' spiky thing they put in for that wheel. That should... Ow! Don't do that. Christ, that's sharp, that bugger, look. It's like a blinking... I don't know what it is. I know it's sharp. I get that wheel tire off. See, that's nice and tight. Actually, that might be a good one to put in the mould. Right, that's out the way, that one. Okay. So this window unit, is that a rivet? Oh, it's full of mud in there. Okay, so that's going to be a hot straw. Just put that aside for a minute. Actually, before I do, I wonder if that spike would hammer out. I was thinking over that hole in that little anvil, because it shouldn't need much. I don't want to pin it over though. It's gone a little bit. Yeah, it's gone. Get a pair of pliers now. Get that out. A pair of them there pliers. Wire. I got a brand new tractor and it's all computerised. So there's that guy we saw at the Dorset Steam Fair many years ago. It's probably talking about 40 years ago, and at least 30 anyway, because I haven't been, well, it's no longer now, is it? But yeah, he came over and he's like, well, I've been working for my boss now for a couple of months, and he's given me a brand new tractor and it's all computerised. We're like, what the hell? Never mind, it takes all sorts, eh? Takes all sorts. They probably laugh at what I say and my stupid Jersey accent, eh? Well, I don't think it's a stupid accent, but they do. But yeah, you should hear some of the old, well, there's not so many of them around anymore now, but the very old Jersey people, the old Jersey farmers, and they got an accent like that because they spoke, you know, they used to speak Jersey French all the time, most of the time, so it wasn't English. But when it was funny when we used to go to the auctions years ago, because they were all, it was just farm stuff in those days up at the auction. It wasn't like now. Well, there's hardly anything farm stuff now, just in the odd time. And you'd listen to all the old farmers talking, and they'd be talking a bit in Jersey French, and then a bit in English, and then there's the odd word that you know, there's no direct translation for, and these odd English words would come out in the Jersey French. But it's quite quaint to listen to it. Sorry, I'm digressing again. I'm getting all nostalgic and yeah, it's no good. It's no good. Right, I'm going to keep that tyre separate. Get these off. See, they're hard to get off that way, but not the other way. Well, like I say, I'm going to try and make some rubber ones, so if that works, I don't need to worry too much. Right, I'll put these in the pot, and then how the hell are we going to get these off? File them. Well, that's the only way, but they're stuck on. Okay, that's just probably because they're rusted a bit. Okay, so that side is, that's the thin side. Get the file. So we want the smooth side down. It still damages them. Come on. Come on, no girl, you gotta come off. Is it coming? It's coming. It's a coming. Just that the axle is so tight on there. That one's rusted to it. There, it's bent there. We'll soon straighten that out. We'll soon straighten that out. I'll do it on the anvil as well, but I'll just roughly straighten it with these pliers to start with. Oh, that was my knuckles. Fingers cracking. There you go. I'll get that off camera, otherwise it'll be too long. Yeah, right, okay. Straw and chef glow lamp. Okay, let's give her a whirl. It's running out of the lighter fluid, this thing, but I'm not too bothered because I don't need it that hot. As soon it turns the straw red, look. Let's turn that off as quickly as possible before the straw cools down. There you go. I think that's done. Ah, don't touch that, Nick. I did that last time as well, if I remember rightly. Right, just make sure this hot end isn't touching against anything. Right, let's see if we can get this out. There you go, it's already dropping out there. Perfect. See all the mud in there? But other than that, it looks like a good screen. Look where it's cracked along there, and it's cracked all along there. I think that's the crackles that just, oh no, that's just the line, but it looks like it's cracked there. Yeah, it's cracked there, but melting that will help to seal it. Right, that's going to definitely have to go in the, well, I might do it under the tap actually, because otherwise it'll knock all the water up in the ultrasonic cleaner. Right, that's those two bits done with for a minute. I need to have a clear up on you before we carry on. Right, before going on to the next bit, I thought I would get the wheels off that axle and show you how I've done it. Couldn't get it off, so I've had to use the puller. They're that tight on there, and I don't want to knacker the plastic wheels up, so yeah, I've used this, but still not coming off. And now you know what's going to happen, eh? It's going to be stuck on my puller. There, got it. It's alright. It's alright. As long as I haven't made the hole in the middle too big with this. Oh, it's not alright because look, the wrong bit's undone. Please, model, don't fight me like the others I've done recently. It's coming. Okay, we've got it. I probably have made the centre a bit bigger now. No, it's still tight. Okay, that's fine. This axle's still a bit bent, which is why it's not. I think that's half the trouble actually, it was because that was bent. Okay, oh, well that's that one off. I'll bugger about with that after getting that one, the other one off. Okay, I'll just put my puller away when I find the end. Okay, we're back, we've had a clean up. Right, so I need to get this little square piece of plastic off to start with. And I thought I must have a look which way that goes, but I don't think it matters which way it goes. It fell off anyway. Now these pins, so we're going to have to the wrong way around, file those. This side is a small mushroom, same as like on the axles. So this is what we've got to do with this. Only not so much space to play around with these. I need to turn them. So I've got a bit more access. I had looked at doing this one before, and I've been putting it off because of these pins. I had all that with the Yale one I did. You know, and when you're putting them back together, one little slip and the paint's knackered. Okay, so we got that one out. Now what I need to do, I need to keep that in order. Maybe if I get, how can I do this? I need to label them when I get them out. Okay, so if I've got the thing that way, that's going to be the back one. Back top. Hang on, let's put them up there. So, back top. And then I'll go for the back bottom next with the rams, and then I'm going to have to put them somewhere and label them. Although I suppose it doesn't really matter, they're probably all the same size. They'll be the same length, won't they? Because, no, they won't be the same length. No, they won't. So we mustn't mix them up. Now this bit isn't easy, because that keeps springing apart. I might need a little clamp for that. Don't know if that's wide enough. Yeah, so if I clamp it, sort of, I don't want it to be in the way of my file. Oh, I can't do it. Because it keeps springing out. That's better. There, now I can get better access to that. I'll show you again doing this pin, and then I'll do the rest off camera probably, because it's going to be too long again, my video. They always seem to end up too long. Oh, look at that, got the file the wrong way. Right, let's see if that comes out. Yeah. So that's the bottom one with the rams. I'll have to remember that. Okay, I'm going to get the rest off. It's just the same thing. I'll get the rest off camera, because I want to get something to label those pins so I don't mix them up. So I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, that's it. We got that all apart. Now I've stuck them in some masking tape, frog tape, and I've written where they come from. Now there's that, and we've got to get all these bits are all twisted. These two I've straightened. Do on here first. We got this piece of plastic, which is supposed to be, you know, makes it a bit stiff. Now it's so worn, and you can't glue it in, because that piece of plastic has got to slide up and down. I don't know which way it was now, but it's got to slide up and down in that. So don't know how to do that. Maybe, I don't know. I'll say put it on something flat and hammer it, but I don't think that will work. So I've got to think about that one. Anyway, I'll put, oh Christ, I've missed the pot now. I'll put that in the pot. The rams are okay, so these are quite tight, so those won't need to go in the caustic. The plastic will have to go in the ultrasonic, and the metal parts I'll just wire brush, or, you know, polish with the old wire wheel. Some of these might need straightening. That looks alright, that one. We'll have to see. So basically we've got all the bits now, all in pieces, so all these metal bits can go in the caustic. Well, not quite, I've got to drill out first and tap the rivet posts. Yeah, so we're getting there. Most of it's ready for the caustic. Okay, I'll come back to you once we've been in the caustic and we're out again. Okay, catch you in a minute. Right, I've got it all cleaned up, wire wheeled, ready to put the primer on, almost. I've just got to spray it with methylated spirits. Let me bottle here. And yeah, and I'm going to go out and spray the primer on it. I've done a lot of filing on this one, mainly for the casting lines. Once I'd started, I wish I hadn't, because I thought I'm going to make it worse. But there was a lot there. That one, and here as well there was some, and they were quite hard to file off. Then this down here, this piece, because kids have played with it and dropped it, it had worn rounded, so I've filed it off square, a bit of an angle, so it doesn't look so bad. And I've filed the ends because they had, it was really bad casting lines on there. So that's all ready. I've straightened that a bit, but I don't think I've quite straightened it enough. I'm going to just straighten it a little bit more before I clean it with meths. And yeah, that's all on this one. Oh yeah, I've glued this. I forgot about this. I forgot about it, and I've just glued the blasted thing about 5 minutes ago. So actually that needs straightening as well. Look, I hadn't noticed that. It's twisted. So I need to do that before I paint it. Okay, so I'm going to do those little bits, clean it, go out, put the primer on, and then I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, got all the primer done on this. So far so good. It's looking good. Right, I'm going to do the colour coat now. Got my CRAPAUD green. I've got another can, and I've got this red. It's good, this paint with PMA. Not an awful lot left in that, but there's enough, I think. So the top half here is going to be the CRAPAUD green. This is going to be the red. And I think what I'm going to do is all the loader part is going to be red as well. In the front bucket. I think it should look quite nice like that. And then afterwards I'm going to mask off the roof and then put that white. And I go out and do that as quick as I can because they forecast rain and it is getting darker out there. So I'll catch you when that's done. Right, I've got the main body of the, the cab and all that of the loader. It's masked up, and I'm going to do the roof in the white. And it's supposed to rain and it's looking very dark out there, so I'm going to go and do that quickly. I've painted all the other bits. They've gone red. This is the other part of the body. So it's going to be the standard CRAPAUD colours. I've got the bucket there. And I'm not going to get all the arms down, they're all hanging up. But I've got all that ready, so that just needs to be lacquered now. Gone a bit dull, but the lacquer always brings it up, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I'll show you when that's done. Right, I've got this rubber solution. I don't know what it's called. I bought it on eBay a while ago. Moldcraft Flex 85 PU casting rubber. You've got to put the dye in. There's a little tiny bottle of dye. You don't have to put much, but I thought I'd make a mould. I tried doing it with the proper moulding stuff and I ballsed it up. Yeah, I tried to do it like Paul Restorer does it, but I didn't do the mould properly. So I thought, I'll vac form a mould. Now this is soft, thick soft, I don't know what it's called, the stuff, I've forgotten what it's called. This the stuff you put in the machine, the vacuum machine anyway. So this is a floppy, soft one, and I thought that'd be my quickest way. Now that means that the tyres are a bit flat on one side, so this is what's come out. So the actual, this side of the tyre's alright, so if I can cut that out with a knife very carefully, it might take a little while, then I might get some half decent tyres. That side can go on the inside, and you know, that's got a little bit of a balloon, not a balloon, it must have been a bubble, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so made some half decent tyres, the rubber tyres, they won't keep falling off like the hard Matchbox ones. So I'm hoping this is going to work. I've only made 4 because the spare wheel on that one that was on the top of the bonnet, if you like, or the engine cover, that one was okay. So I thought just make the 4. Now I put these straws, I've got one here, I cut the pieces of straw and I put them in the centre before I made the mould to make the hole smaller inside. So hopefully, you know, they're rubber, so they're going to stretch onto the actual wheels. So I'm going to cut these out and hopefully they'll fit, because I've spent a lot of time buggering about with this, you know, so if this works, this is a good way of doing it. Okay, right, I've done that. Okay, they look a bit naff on that side. That's my fault, because what I did in my wisdom, I thought fill the mould right up, leave it overflow a bit, and then I can cut the axis off. But what I should have done is just leave them go level with the top, so that I had nothing to cut off, and it would have made a neater job. So that's a lesson learnt. This is one I made this in the other mould. I've got it. Where have I got it? I've got it here somewhere. Just so because I've got a little bit of time at the minute, I can bugger about and you know, experiment. And that was my mould. So basically I should have, what happened when I did one layer, half of it, and then I forgot to spray some stuff on it, this stuff that helps you separate the layers so they can't release spray, and I should have put that in and I forgot, and then I couldn't separate them, so I had to cut them. So I was kind of cutting them a bit blind. I didn't know quite where, you know, I had a rough idea. So that's what happened there. So of course it's a crappy mould. So I did this tyre, but it's got a puncture, look, on one side, so that's no good. This one was a little bit better, but we've got a big chunk out the side, unfortunately, because that would have been a good one. So take these 2 off. That was too loose anyway. These are a lot tighter, and then we put this on. You see, it's quite a tight fit to get them on, so they're not going to come off these. There you go. I'm not sure if the hole is moulded quite in the middle exactly there, 100%, but doesn't matter. So yeah, next time I'll use that mould again. I'll have another go, but I need to get some more of this stuff. It's not that cheap. Yeah, and then hopefully that would work. If not, the only other alternative maybe would be to, I don't really know how to do it. If you had some old tyres, you could grind the top a bit, and then, or cut them. I don't know if you could cut them. It wouldn't work very easily. Like to make 2 halves of a mould on this. vac form machine. I'll say jet vac. So if anybody's made any moulds with the vac form machine, let me know how to do it properly. Anyway, they still look alright from the outside. The only thing is with this model, the front wheels, you're probably going to see the inside of the tyre. Yeah, I don't think that's quite in the middle, that one. My straw must have slipped. Hey ho, never mind. But yeah, so see, I'm learning every day. I'm learning something new, or at least something not to do again. I'll hang on to that. I don't know why, but it takes a while to make all this stuff. It didn't help that I put the top half of the mould on the wrong way around. I should have marked it, and then I had to get it off again, by which time all the stuff was leaking out. So I think that's what messed it up a bit. Well, I'm quite sure that's a lot of what messed it up. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'll come back to you with whatever I'm going to do next once I've remembered what I'm going to do next. Cabbage. Right, that's it. I'm going to go and put that in, wash it in fairy liquid in the sink. I'm not going to take the camera all the way down there to the kitchen. Wash it in fairy liquid and water, and get all, you know, any sort of, well, I suppose any polishy bits off. Otherwise, when you dip it in the pledge reviver, you get not bubbles, but blotches all over the windscreen. So I've found if you wash them with fairy liquid and water before dipping them in the pledge, that tends to stop that. I'm not saying it'll eliminate it altogether, but on the whole it tends to stop it. So that's what I do. Everybody does it different. Okie doke. Right, here we go. I'm going to dip the screen now. So that's what you don't want, is a bubble inside. Okay. Come on. Can't get him out now. Okay, so there's a flipping bubble there. Where did that come from? Okay. Getting in there. I should have kept it that way. Oh, excuse me sniffing, I've got another cold. We went to see the grandchildren on Monday and they had colds. So consequently now, Grandpa's got cold. Right, that's that one. I've got a couple more to do. Right, okay, we're pretty much ready to put it together. But I can't remember how it goes, so I've got a picture there of the actual thing before I started on my phone. But I need to put the window unit in very first of all, I expect. There's a few scratches and things in that I couldn't get out, but anyway, it's not too bad. So I'm going to need the 5-second fix again. I'll put a bit in, put my glasses on, I can't see bugger all. God. Cheap rubbish, eh? It's a bit of light, got more oomph to it. Right, okay, that's it. Suppose I better put the spare wheel on. Now my tyres I made didn't go very well. I made another lot and then I made another lot. So basically I've had to go with the second lot I made. I think I got one. Did I get one or didn't I use it in the end? I don't think I used it in the end. No, of the second batch I did, or the third batch, so I'm using the second batch. Anyway, I'll have to put the bad bit of the tyre. It's got a bit of an air bubble in that, so we'll put it that way so you can't see it. So we'll push that in. I was going to glue it. Don't think it needs gluing, to be honest. Oh, she's gone. Well, I definitely don't need gluing. Okay. Right, so that's the first bit. That was the easy bit. Oh, jeepers, don't drop the blooming thing, Nick. Crikey. Better make up the front load a bit, I think. Onto this. That's right, we go there on that one. So I need to put a pin through that. So this is the one that's got to go through. hopefully go through. Where's the hole? Oh. There she goes. Quite tight. Okay. I need to touch that bit of the arm up because that's where I've had my clamp when I was painting it. Okay, it was tight in that bit and it's not tight in this bit. I wonder if I can peen that without hitting anything I shouldn't. It's a pretty big hole, that's the trouble. It's a pretty big hole. This could be disaster doing this. Right. Chipped a bit of paint there. Doesn't matter because red is good. It's easy to touch up. So that's better it's better that I've peened that rather than just putting some super glue. Do you know what I've done? Oh. Do you know what I haven't done? I haven't put the bloody rams in. So I'm going to have to undo that again now. Oh, what a clot. Oh, what a twit. I wish I hadn't pinged that in now. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare to get out now. What a cabbage. Oh, there's another one. Cabbage. Well, I'm going to try and get that out. I do have cabbage. I might bugger it up otherwise. Well, I was quite lucky there because it hadn't really peened that well, to be honest, so yeah, I got away with that. Now these rams are the same both ways, so I need to get them in there. That one first. Bit fiddly. There's one ram. The other one. Oh, come on, in you go, John. Come on. There you go. He's in the wrong place. What the flippin' tripper. Right, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Right, what next? Yeah, I better put this one on next, so this one goes this way. So I need the top back. Right. So we need to put this piece on next, which goes that away. And the pins go, or the pin goes through from this side, or any side, doesn't matter. Come on. Oh, why am I finding this so damn difficult today? Everything seems to just, I don't know, I'm dropping everything on the floor and, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to do with that. That really should be peened a bit. It really should be peened, because it's going to look stupid. And the glue is going to run through if I glue it. I might have to in the end. Because I doubt if I'm going to get enough of the mushroom on this. Just keep checking it's not bending. I think it's starting to bend, so I don't really want to do any more. Thing is, it might be enough, I don't know. Only just. So I might have to put a bit of glue on that all the same. Right, so we got this so far. Bit of touching up to do there. That's not a problem. Now, I've put this piece on now, so that goes there. Middle top. I can't even read my own writing. I'll go through rams. Middle top. Ah. So that's this one. I've done something wrong again. I have done something wrong again. Yeah, I have. It's alright though. Oh, that's lucky. They've got to go through this gap here, so I've just pulled a bloody thing. Thank God, just pull these out. Oh. That's it. So that goes through there, okay. Okay, I think so. I think okay. Right, okay, so we got... It's a bit of a bugger to get them in. Okay. Going to start with this side. It's only just to get them in, really. Now I can't get the pin through. Oh. Right. Oh. Right. That's it. Okay. Come on. Okay. Do I peen? That is the question. Do I peen or do I not peen? Not much movement on that lot. Oh, I see. Okay, I'll put the pins in from this way, haven't we? Okay. So we're going to put that in. That goes on the outside. No, not like that. That goes there. Am I doing that right yet? That goes there. Allegedly. Come on, get through. Oh, flippin' heck. Okay. Right, so next that plate goes. That's going to go. Now confusing myself. I'm going to go that way. It's not going to be easy either, is it? That plate got to go that way. So, from the top. You need about 10 hands. Okay, that got to go through. If it will go through. Okay, that's through. It's got to go through there again. Oh, flippin' heck. Get in there. I don't think I'll be doing one of these again. Please don't make me have to take this one out again because I've forgotten something else. Right, no painting, just glue it, bugger it, I don't care. I normally would glue on the inside of the pin, the inside of the thing, but you can't there because otherwise it won't work. So you just got to shove a load of glue on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right. Now, because this plastic piece here, that this bit on the bucket goes through, is knackered, I've got a grommet and I've done that. So I guess that's another thing I should have done before, but I haven't again. So I'm oh, really? Okay, if I can get that past that pin. Which doesn't look like it's going to happen. This has got to be one of the most frustratingest models I've done. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Right, we're in there. Now I've got to get that in there now. Which I should have slid that up before I put the pin in. I don't know if I can push it through with my little screwdriver. Don't know if it's going to happen. Okay, that's one side in. Sort of. Just getting the other side in is not going to be quite so easy. Is it? Trying to bugger the paint up. Go on. You can do it. I know that you can do it. Whole bloody lot's come out again now. I'm going to end up taking that pin out again, you'll see. I reckon. No, we're in. That's what we're sort of in. We were in. Not quite right in. Go on. Come on. Come on. Right, we're in. I'll probably put the bucket on upside down or something. So that works just fine. Look, it slides up and down. I had to put a little piece of tubing in there. But yeah, just a rubber grommet. I think I got these off of on Temu. You know, the box was assorted bungs and grommets, and so that's perfect for this. So that is a good, you know, you can't get those bits, then that's ideal what to use. I was trying to think what I could use, and I suddenly thought of that last night when I was in bed again. So I always think of these things when I'm in bed. Oh God, I haven't glued that pin, did I? Did I glue it? No, I forgot to glue it. Bloody thing's come out again. Oh, jeepers. Okay, let's put some glue on before that comes off again. Glue's going off quick. Right, that's on there. Trouble is, it's got to be spot on, but you can't see. Oh, there you go. There's a stroke of luck. Okay, that one. Get that one through. Get through that one. Through that one. Thank God for that. Right, let's get some super glue on that. Right, that's that bit done. Right, I'll leave that glue dry a little bit before we go on to the next bit. Right, well that should have dried. I've touched up most of the bits that I've seen that I scratched or chipped. Okay, next bit. We don't need to put those wheels on yet. So this goes on to here. I think I can do that next. I think. Now this bit's got to go. I don't remember if this bit goes. I think it just goes. Yeah, just drops in there. And this goes through. And it goes right through to there. And I've got a long screw. Oh, here we go again. But if I can get it in, that's the wrong screwdriver. If I can get it in, that should hold it all together. I'll most likely be undoing it all again. I should think. I should very much think. The way things have been going. I've probably missed something out somewhere. Right. Okay. That's nice and tight. Look at that. Okay. That works a treat, that grommet in the front there. Right. I'll put another screw in there. A shorter one. But it still doesn't want to go in. Okay. That should bring that front green bit of the plate down. Hopefully. Should do, but it might not. Yeah, there you go, see? That's bringing that down. Okay, that's in. That's lovely. Right. My homemade tyres, which I had to cut on the inside, so they're not great, unfortunately. I'll put the better ones. I think the better ones on the front, because you're going to see them more. Actually, I think probably these two. I'll take that one off the axle again. Those will be under the mudguard, so you won't see them. They're very tight on, right, they're very tight on the axles, that's what I was going to say. So it's got to go this way because of the tread. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Get that one on. I don't think there's any need to put that the wrong way now. Oh, blimey. What is the matter with me today? I can't get that flipping thing off now. Oh, can you believe it? I just don't know. Oh, I just don't know. Jeepers. There's definitely time to finish this one because I don't feel like doing any more restorations for a while now. Now these treads need to go the same way. That way. I just had a thought. Does that go the same way? It's flipping not. Ah, well, it's too bad. It's going to have to go that way. Is that the same way? That's the same way. It's because of the way I made the tyre, isn't it? I put it in the mould. I'm going to have to put it this way because I can't put it the other way. It looks shit. Okay, well that's it. That's it. She's done. Lovely jubbly. Right, that's it then. Another one saved from the Matchbox Kingsize Scrapyard. So it's been quite a challenge, this one. I didn't enjoy putting the front loader part together. But anyway, it's turned out not too bad in the end. So that's my entry to the Diecast and Scale Modelers Community Challenge. Any construction vehicle. First time I've done this. Simply because I knew I'd have enough time to finish it. Well, I was hoping I'd have enough time to finish it in time. Normally I don't know, that's why I've not done it before, but this time I've done it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you like the outcome. So what I'm going to do is, like usual, outdoor shots, turntable before and after, and then we'll do the AI shots at the end. Okay, so, well, if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be very nice if you would. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video hopefully. So until then, please take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio for now. Bye bye. Abato.